The following recipe is brought to you by John C. Lincoln Hospitals, who remind you that exercise and a healthy diet are key ingredients to staying healthy for life. Now let's watch while Chef Eddie creates this healthy, delicious meal.
Hey everybody, welcome to What's Cooking with Chef Eddie. I am Chef Eddie from Eddie's House, and today I'm going to do a semi-healthy pancake. And this is for our friends at John C. Lincoln that do a tremendous amount of help for us and a tremendous amount of help in the Valley. Great hospital, but not only a great hospital, informative and helps you when you get out of the hospital to live a healthy life so you don't have to go back there. Anyhow, pancakes, I love pancakes. But I wanted to make some, you don't want to buy a pancake mix. I wanted to make something that's a little healthier than using white flour. So what we're going to use is cornmeal. Now I have to tell you, cornmeal, this is sort of a take on something called a hoe cake or a Johnny cake. Made years and years ago. Native Americans used to make it with corn and water, and they didn't have milk. I don't know what they used, but and then the people down south, when they were in the fields and they were working, oftentimes they didn't get enough to eat when they were, or anything to eat while they were in the fields. So they would take this corn and mix it with whatever they had, whether it was milk or water or anything, and they used to cook it on the back of a hoe. So you know that dirt hoe that they would use? They'd clean one off, stick it in the ground at 8 o'clock in the morning. By noon, it would be hot. They'd stick these cornmeal cakes up there, it would cook, and that would sustain them for the rest of the day. Kind of interesting and fun little tidbit there. But I'm going to add some cornmeal into this. And I got a pan that's a little too hot right over here. And now I'm going to add some water into this. Now we're going to take water and add this into our mixture. And you have to add a little bit of flavor. So I'm going to add a little bit of sugar, not a lot, a little bit of salt, and a little bit of baking powder. And we're going to take this and mix this up. And it will get thicker. And then it will, you want to make it a little bit thinner. But see how that comes out just like that? And you have to add a few other things in there. I'm going to add a little bit of buttermilk into there. Not a lot, just a little bit of buttermilk. And it adds a great little flavor to this. And it's really kind of nice. And just a just a hint of regular flour. Just like that. And we're going to take that and let that sit there. Do you see how it gets kind of thick? But the base of it is the cornmeal. Now, over in this pan, all the way over here, we're going to make a syrup. Now, it's not a maple syrup. What it is a simple syrup. And we take that by adding blueberries. Hear them how they're hot? The sizzle of blueberries. Oh, look at how beautiful these are. Watch this. Watch how beautiful these are. Look at how gorgeous that is. And that's just because there's a tiny bit of oil. Oh, my gosh. I think these are beautiful. I love, you know, I still get excited. Even at 51 years old, I still get excited when I cook, which is awesome. It's a blessing from God. I'm very fortunate. But look at that. Now, I'm going to take that. You can smell the sweetness, the natural juices from there. I'm going to take some water here. I'm going to take the last little bit of water that I have over there. We're going to let that set. Let me see. The berries into here. One of the last things that I'm going to add to this is liquid gold, honey, just a little bit of honey. Just going to add a little bit in there just to add a little more flavor into it. And we're going to let that cook down. So while that's cooking down, it's going to get thicker as it reduces. And that's going to be sort of our syrup, not maple, fruit syrup. So let me take this, mix this up. I'm going to make a little bit of cake. I have to spray it with Pam. Okay, and we're going to take this, and you want to make sure your fire's on low on all of them, okay? You want to make it on low. And then we're going to make little cakes. I'm going to make my little beautiful little Eddie cakes like that. And you notice the portion size on this is perfect because you don't need a lot of them. They tend to be a little denser than a pancake. And we're trying to watch what we eat, but we don't want to sacrifice what we really want to eat and keep it. Now these are going to cook in a little bit, and I'm going to show you how this is the perfect Eddie cake. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. I'm so excited. This is sort of breakfast any time of day. These are our Eddie cakes. And see how nice and golden they are? They're perfect. I'm just going to pat them down a little bit. Remember, it's made with cornmeal and just a little bit of flour, so it tends to be a little more dense, so you don't need a lot of these. I'm going to take my perfect little, they're just so cute. They're just so cute. You want to know something? If you don't want to eat these, they make good earrings too. I think really big, cool earrings. But anyhow, I'm going to take 5 would be a good enough portion like that. I'm going to take these off so they don't burn. And then I'm going to take our syrup on the top of this. And this is perfect. This is I love it when it works. Let me put this on top, but you know what you have to do if you want this recipe. Go to eddieshouseaz.com. Click on Cox Eddie On Demand recipes. You get all your wonderful recipes. This is perfect for our friends at John C. Lincoln for a healthier, better lifestyle. Just a little bit of natural, simple syrup on top of it with berries, blueberries. The antioxidants are gorgeous. I want to throw whipped cream on it, but I'm not going to do that, nor do you. I love it when it works. This is Eddie-licious. I can't wait to dive in. Here you go. Here's some for you. Manja, manja.
This recipe has been presented by John C. Lincoln Hospitals. As heart failure, chest pain, and cardiac arrest centers, John C. Lincoln Hospitals take heart health seriously. Find out more at jcl.com/heart.